Hey everybody, how's it going? So sitting at the desk here, getting serious. Today we're checking out the Slate Virtual Mic System. We've got two different models here. We got the ML1 and the ML2. This is kind of the vocal mic. This is the instrument mic. Now the whole idea here is kind of like an AxeFX for microphones. Hook up one of these bad boys and you can bring up and change it into any mic you would want, including Dream mics, because they've got Blackbird mics, they've got these super expensive tube mics. It models all these different types of mics. Does it actually work? Well, what we've got here are we've got a bunch of different tracks. We're only doing instrument stuff today. I haven't had a chance to get a vocalist in here because of the whole COVID lockdown thing. So what we do have is an acoustic guitar piece, and then we've got Cam Fleury on the drums, and we're going to throw to that in a couple minutes and show you what that's all about. Anyway, let's try out the instrument mic in normal mode. Oh yeah, right. There's a normal and then dynamic mode. Dynamic mode is for like super loud sources like kick drums, that kind of thing. I kind of figured that out just on my own, then just brought this up tonight, and I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's for super loud sources like drums. Anyway, let's check it out on acoustic guitar. We're going to play the same clip, and we're going to swap out 3 different mic settings. So on acoustic guitar here, you can see the signal chain we've got. We've got the virtual mics going up. And in this case, the classic tube mic was the FG44 on this one in particular. We've got a little bit of EQ and compression and a tiny bit of the reverb from the Slate Verb Suites Classics. Anyway, it's got the exact same signal processing chain on all 3. The only thing we're doing is changing out the virtual mic. And on acoustic guitar, we got my very good friend Steve Chase on. Here we go. Now, of course, the real thing I wanted to check out with the virtual mics is how well did these guys work on drums? So we had my very good friend Cam Fleury drop by from the Cam Fleury Show, and he played us a little bit of a drum solo, and he was checking out a new snare drum. I think it turned out pretty cool. So what we got are 3 completely different mixes. We're going to swap in and out, and they've got completely different mic chains on the close elements and the overheads, the rooms, all that kind of stuff. And that's the only thing that is changing. Hey everybody, how's it going? Got Cam Fleury here. We're tracking some drums today, and we're using the Slate Virtual Microphone System. We got the little guys down here, and we got them on overheads. Basically all the close mics, even the kick mic. We are using a low freak. Yeah, we just got all the small diaphragm condensers going on here on the toms, on the snare, and we've even got it one underneath here for a bottom mic, and we're going to be trying these out and swapping them in and out. Over here, we've got room mics as well, and we've got the big guys here. We got Cam Fleury on drums. Now, you guys have seen Cam on the show numerous times. It's been a while since he's been on the show. Now, if you guys haven't, make sure you run over to Cam's channel and subscribe as well. It's just the Cam Fleury channel, is it not?
That's right. First and last name.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I really like the fact that we can get some very different sounds just by swapping different virtual mics in and out. I don't know if one set of virtual mics is working better with the other. I really didn't even think about that. I just brought stuff up and started swapping mics in and out of the mix to whatever I heard sounded good. Turns out I wound up going with a lot of the 57 stuff on the snare because I really like that, but I do like the idea of virtual 414s on the toms. Very cool. I just want to show something I thought was really neat, though. If we take a look at the mix we got here. Yeah, bring down the verb a bit. I know so many people hate reverb for some reason. Whatever. I grew up in the 80s. Sue me. Anyway, so here's the top snare mic, and this is one thing that really caught my attention, though. So we don't have a shit ton of processing going on. We've got the gates going on. Turn that off. Pretty good gate, Steven. Heard a lot of good things about it. But here's what really caught my attention, was this. We start changing the mic out. For like a condenser, if we go, say, like to the 451 here, listen to what happens with the spill. That's cool. Let me turn the gate off and show exactly what's going on. Go back to that 57 vintage. I really like the sound of that mic, by the way. I'm going S222. Listen to the spill here. That's crazy. It seems like the polar pattern is shifting as we're changing the virtual mic in and out of the mix. That's really crazy. I'm going to take this out for a sec here and just drop some of those Blackbird mics into place. We can only jam so many modules in here. Let me take that off, and we're just going to go through this again. Take a listen to that snare bit. That's really crazy. Listen to the difference, like the difference between, say, the 251 and the 67 here. Like that really reacts like you would change the mic out. That really impressed me. That was extremely well done because some mics do pick up a lot more spill than others, even though it's all captured by the same mic. That's pretty crazy. And I got to say, yeah, the whole system here for dropping stuff in, it's pretty damn good. Like I said, I love the gate. I love the fact that we can just bring different mic types in and out, and we don't really have an issue there at all. Of course, we start combining mics. That can get a little weird. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend stacking both mics modules like this. Yeah, you probably get some ugly results. But then again, hey, it might be something cool too. You might get something really neat. RE20 and a 67? Nah, it's not making that big of a difference. But still, RE20 on a snare? Why the hell not? S7? That sounds good. I'm guessing that S57 vintage is probably a Unidyne and the modern is exactly that. I like the sound of the 7 though. That's definitely one of these, an SM7. It's just get it in there virtually because getting one of these over a snare drum can be challenging. You know how drummers just like to jam everything as close as possible. Sometimes, physical placement isn't that easy. Here's my crush bus, and I'm just, I'm hitting it hard with the virtual stress, but I'm just going for broke with all the crud controls here. Like that's what the close mics sound with all that off. Mute that out. That's the mics by themselves. There's the crush bus. That's pretty sick. Now I got to head back to California next week, so I think I might bring a couple of these with me because I really want to try miking up some metal guitar with these and seeing what we can do. I've had some great success using other mics with variable polar patterns. I'm just curious what would happen if we start changing the mic models. Very curious to find out about these. Great thing is these are super light and they're cheap. They're only $149. So if you've got a pretty clean preamp, you know, it might be a damn good option. And the big guys are $799, but this is more aimed towards vocalist and whatnot. And when I get down to LA, I will definitely be tracking a vocalist with one of these and trying out just what kind of awesome vocal sounds we can get. Anyway, you can get these, of course, at Slate Digital, but you can also find them online at Sweetwater. I'll have some links in the description below for all that good stuff. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. And if you've got questions or suggestions for where you'd like to see the virtual mics being tried, like different sources, different instruments, that kind of thing, leave a comment below because I always try reading your comments and I'm always open to suggestions. Anyway, until next time, take care of each other. I'll see you again real soon.